Hey there, partner. Here are your disclaimers. Please enjoy. Oh, God, what am I doing? In this world, it's get or get got. There are no opportunities besides the ones you make for yourself. And if you can't make 'em, you take 'em instead. Not to sound heartless, I'm anything but that. I've got sympathy to spare. But I'm also realistic. We live in a world where men walk around with 7, 8, 9 digits to their wallets while there are people starving in the streets. Some of them die out there, but me, I saw it for what it all was before it was too late. I made my plans accordingly, and I decided to follow that old philosophy: all's fair in love and war. I've never been rich, but I've made it by just fine. I don't have any regrets. I've done what I needed to. Been around, seen a lot of faces, burnt a lot of bridges, all in the name of self-preservation. My only gripe would be that sometimes it seems I've made a better name for myself than a living. Spent a lot of time on the road, moving around. The choices I made, can't really afford the luxury of staying idle for too long, now with all the vultures trailing my stink. They're no better than me, but they're getting paid to put me down by some of my loose ends. It's a bit hypocritical, but I guess they gotta make ends meet just as much as I do. It don't matter, 'cause at the end of the day, I always land on my feet. Alright, more like 75% of the time, generously. But I live to see another day, and that's the important bit. Usually. I'm not so sure about this time. Maybe I got a bit lazy. Maybe I gotten a bit comfortable in my routine. Either way, there's a pistol aimed right about good level under the counter, and it's aimed in my direction specifically. Well now, didn't think I'd run into you here. Or maybe I did. Suppose it really don't matter, does it? We're here's now. Why don't you get yourself settled in? Let's you and me have a little chat. Hello there, cowboy! Oh, okay, this is him speaking. Don't you worry too much about my little friend here. We've been at this long enough. I'd be offended for you to think I'd be so impersonal. After all, it's only been, what? 1, 2... Ah, hell. I lost track of how long we've been at it now. Time sure flies. Walker T. Runner. Oh wait, that's me. Walker T. Runner. How unexpected. And by that, I mean completely unexpected. Completely expected. In the flesh, Bangtail. Or not. I'm here. He smiles, sweet as molasses. Sweet enough to make most people forget he's packing heat. Walker is nothing, not persistent. Of all the bounty hunters I've ever had to deal with in my life, he's been by far the most cordial about it. But he's also come the closest to getting the job done. I'm not sure who sent him. I don't know how much they're paying him. All I know is that he's a mechhead, bucket of bolts rattling around the inside of that chrome skull of his. He's a pricey one too, or the remnants of one. And here I thought I was safe. You're a good guy type, right? Casinos and bars really don't feel like your kind of scene. Such a nasty stereotype. You think I'm here putting you away like a noble policeman? Why don't you go and boil me down to my circuits and bits while you're at it? You know how this goes. Good guys don't leave bodies in bags. You know, You never did tell me how it was you lost your jaw. Feeling parched? I could go for a story. Naughty, naughty, Bangtail. The offer's tempting, but I got business to see to. And something tells me you won't be around when I'm finished. Buzzkill. Hey now, it's just what's gotta be done. Consider it the climax of our little epic, the end of a good game played. I'd waste bullets on just anyone. It's been an honor, really. What if you didn't? Wait, what if you didn't and you said you did? No fair. You sure could distract you. Hello? Here. Ha! I suppose I'll go with... You sure I can't distract you? You sure there's nothing I can do to distract you? It won't be the first time. Well, that's just not fair. I have bigger fish to fry, and you know it. Oh? Any port in a storm. The point is, you can't be derailed, and we both know it. That's quite the smart mouth you got on you. Must be brand new. Otherwise, I can't figure out why you'd be so keen to show it off at a moment like this. How's about you just say you're not interested? It save me the hurt feelings. I must politely decline your offer at this moment. Thank you. Besides, you ain't even asked me out for dinner. I died. Don't look. You can't blame me for being so forward, okay? I mean, hunk of metal like you. I mean, I'm pretty sure we could just, like, skip to the good parts, eh? Hey, Mr. Walker? How rude of me. So, who ratted me out? Was it the bellboy? Maybe the bartender? It's a long story. What I don't care much to elaborate on. Let's just say, miraculous circumstance brought us together. Or, I've just been watching you real close. Take your pick. I like the idea of you just watching. I mean, like, oh, you can watch as much as you want, Walker. But I mean, I'm just glad you decided to. I'm just real glad you decided to make your approach right now, right here in this bar. I mean, hell, with how inebriated I am. I mean, anything could happen, Mr. Walker. I'm not a proud man. I'll admit that got a fixation. Hey, yo! With all those pistons, I'm surprised I didn't hear my shadow behind me.
That's a shame.
I know either. You're getting sloppy. Shame, really, but I'll throw you a bone, because I've enjoyed our time together so much. One final drink for the road? A toast to the good times? And if I say no? I figured I just have to get to painting the room with your insides then. Ugh, then sure. Only if you're buying.
Careful now.
Oh my god. Oh, I know who they got as the voice actor for this, and like, God, his voice. Damn! That'd be the polite thing to do. I don't want to admit it, but something tells me this ain't like any other times before. Sure, he's been dogged in his pursuit, but he's never had me pinned. Nobody seems to notice or care about him. There's nothing I can do that won't end with me getting gunned down before I even make my move. I'm really stuck. What? Is this not your usual? He hands me my drink. And rat bastard he is. He's gotten it right. No, it is. Good. I hate to look like I haven't been paying any attention. 'Cause I have. I know exactly what you have. I know how you like 'em too. You're an interesting read, you know. You're not the only one who's learned a thing or two, you know? I know plenty about you. Is that so? All right, then. Indulge me. Tell me something. You're smarmy. You're pompous. You're a two-faced cretin. And you've got nothing better to do than to follow around innocent old men. Getting that out of your system? Good on ya. Taking cojones to look down the barrel and be so blunt. It's only a pity that you don't have anything nicer to say. Is that really all the thoughts of me inspires when I come to mind? Well, there was a time you let me live. Why do you care so much? You cut a nice figure. Oh, you cut a nice figure. You do cut a nice figure. Maybe that'll be what I take with me when I go. Flattery don't charge these batteries, you know. But I guess I appreciate the sentiment. You probably see more of it than anyone. Wait, are you telling me that me and Walker, this dude, like, we've had history? I've seen much more of his metallic behind? Is that... Oh! A rare blessing in my hard, bitter life. Now you're just blowing smoke up my stack. You best stop that before I get a big head. I'm allowed to reminisce on the fineries of life. I'll allow it then. It's darkly comical. So friendly. So rosy-cheeked and dapper. And yet, so deadly. It's a mystery to me still, how he got this way. He's a sadistic guy. I bet he gets high off the chase. Usually, I'm game to give it to him. Being caught so unawares like this is embarrassing. It's a new scenario file. You know, I couldn't help but think about how reckless you've been. What would you have done if I was someone else? Someone less respectable? What's that supposed to mean? You know damn well what I mean. If I was some other son of a bitch, I might have come up behind you and done you in. Then what? I hope you did. Bingo, but no prize. I really am disappointed in you. You really want to be the one to do me in, huh? Don't make me beg, Bangtail. You say that like I've got a say in the matter. And you act like you don't care. And that makes me sad. I'm sure it does. Man alive, I'm gonna miss this when you're gone. I know what I'll do with all the quiet. I guess you'll have to find some other way. I guess you'll have to find some other unwitting victim to stalk. Alas and alack, I don't think it'll be that simple. You know, it's never just been about the kill. Killing's easy. People keel over every day from just about nothing. Helping Mother Nature along doesn't take much. I'm real particular about jobs to take. I don't go getting after just anyone. Besides, maybe the odd defensive measure. Yeah, I actually prefer to keep my hands clean. I really want it to mean something when I take a life. It's gotta stand for something. Oh, really? And what does my death mean to you? There ain't no easy way to say it, but I guess you could say every bullet in the skull is like my little Hallmark card. Better you care enough to send the very best. All this is just your way of saying you're sweet on me? Can I plead the fifth? God damn it, Walker! If you want to, but that's a pretty wild thing to find out before. You know. It's a good time as any. The damn man's thoughts are worth more than a penny for a reason. Am I meant to be embarrassed or something? Would you prefer it if I came hand in hand? But to make it a little more romantic.
Oh.
1,000 pardons, then. Let's make these final moments extra special. Yeah, I think I like that. Now that I think about it, this might be the most nonchalant I've ever seen you. I think I like this color on you. It is nice to have a quiet moment now and again. One that's nice and cozy, not penetrated by the throbbing, pulsating terror that rolls around in the back of one's head. I'll drink to that. All this quiet's got me thinking, though. I'm curious, what do you like about chasing me? I'm curious who hired you. I'm curious, who exactly are you? Oh, tricky. I don't know. I have no idea which one I want to go for, but likely, what did you like about chasing me? Call me curious. Ah, there, curious. Screw off. Sorry, just had to. As I was saying, I'd like to know, what you like best about chasing me? Shoot, that's easy. I guess it ain't. You're pulling my leg then? You just want me to think I'm special. Hold on now. I'm trying to be nuanced about this. You want me to be all romantic like, let a man think for a moment. Alright. Got it. You've got this ability to really get my blood boiling. Get my wires all tied up, singes them real nice like. I know I ain't flesh and bone like you, but it's about as close to alive as I'll ever get. I ain't never felt anything like it, and I don't want to know what it'll be like without it. And yet, I can't help but wonder how high the high goes. What kind of places finishing that job can take me? I know it's sick, but the cat that watches the canary eventually starts to wonder, what'll it taste like? I mean, you could just ask. I mean, I'll gladly let you have a bite. I mean, let's just keep going. Even if he'll miss that poor bird's pretty song. Don't you think for a second, I don't want you here? This is just how I know to love you best. I want the end of your precious little life to revolve entirely around me. I won't be beat out. I won't share a lick at the moment. It's just you and me, and I'll wear that like a badge of a damned honor. It's anything but cold in here, but I feel a chill warble down my spine. There's a clean, precise, almost surgical sound to the way he describes it. The way he describes me. It's like hearing a starving man talk about his favorite foods. The hunger in his eyes is palpable. Whoa, that's a lot to take in. It doesn't scare you, does it? No, I certainly do feel special now, though. You're more than special to me, Bagtail. You're the air in my mechanical lungs, and I wouldn't have it any other way. There's a gnawing at my insides. I can see it now. As pleasant as this has been, our time is very quickly drawing to an end. I don't have forever. I have the rest of this conversation. It's really starting to sink in now. He's not planning on changing his mind. This might very well be it. Bangtail? You're not looking so hot. You feeling okay? You're a real ass, you know that, right? And where exactly is this coming from all of a sudden? It would have been nice to know any of this before. I bet I'd like to spend a bit longer than a quick chat, knowing that you saw me as a bit more than, say, an enemy with benefits. Of course I don't think it was that. I know I ain't exactly been forthright about all this, but I was kinda hoping my actions spoke for themselves. It's not enough. Sometimes it's nice to know that you're valued. As flattering as all your efforts have been, I don't know. Never know what to make of you. I just know that There were a lot of times I could have used some sign that I wasn't just another cockroach crawling through the crap. This kind of situation ain't exactly the done thing in our respective professions, you know that. It's not. That we don't know how we could have played out. I, for one, would have liked to see... You're right. Couldn't argue with that. Suppose I'm being a little more blunt about the nature of our little game. Maybe it could have been for the worse, but maybe it could have been for the better. You were more than a good time. I ain't that kind of fellow, but I can see how you feel that way. Yeah, I'm sorry. Got so caught up in how all this made me feel. I didn't think about you nearly as much as I should have. Hell, I was getting paid to give a damn about you, and I didn't even see it. I promise you. Lord is my witness. I'll get this done, and that'll be it. Nothing else, no more bounties, none of that. I'll be an honest man, and I'll let you make that of me, if you'll let this fool of yours have you. I guess it would be fine with me. I can't trust you. I don't have many other options. Might as well take one final leap of faith. You don't know how happy that makes me here. Most people would say it's not personal, but for me, it is. I don't mind at all. Think about spending the rest of my days knowing you are mine and mine alone to the last drop. Don't you get too sappy on me now. It's embarrassing. Sure thing. So, what about you? How does all this make you feel? I don't really know, to be frank. I just didn't figure our time would run out so quickly. I'm starting to think there might be a bit more about you, miss. Yeah, I've got some strange notions. Turning and leaving you, laid out for all to see. It's hardly dignified, and I know the crooked cops around these parts enough to figure out you'll probably tossed in a ditch somewhere. No name, no headstone, no nothing. Leaves a sour taste in my mouth as we speak. I've never missed. Why am I afraid that I might? And why am I even more afraid that I might not? Probably because, this is a sick and twisted charade, and getting caught up in it wasn't the fun part. Now it's time we both pay our dues.
That's a shame.
It ain't easy. Ain't fair. You learn how to breathe, and then to get the air knocked right back out of you. I've regrets. I wonder what could have been. All those poor bounty hunters I'll leave behind. But I want to be romantic. I want to be real romantic. So I wonder what could have been. I wonder what could have been.
Interesting.
You and me riding off into the sunset, getting ourselves a white picket fence life set up with all our ill-gotten goods. Maybe some kids, some dogs, or both, neither. Maybe we just sit in bed all day and relive the honeymoon. Ah, yeah. The one to Cancun. That trip. Didn't leave the hotel room not one single time. So, we did? Did we? I need to know! No more shooting. No more looting. Fake passports, fake birth certificates, new names. And a new faceplate for me? Oh, nah, leave it that way. Like it that way. Whatever you say, sugar. Or maybe you prefer sweetheart. Bangtail or nothing at all. We're getting domesticated, not matching purse dogs. God, I love his laugh. Alright then, my bangtail you'll be. Till death do us part. I do. I look down. My drink's empty. Guess my time's up now. It's time. I suppose it is. Any final words? Yeah, not too much though. I can't believe you'd save all those pretty words till now. Say something else for me. One for the road? Don't look at me like that, Bangtail. You're going all dough out of me like that? If that's the last of you I see, I'll never get you out of my head. Oh! Ow! Oh god, it went right through my sternum! Anyway, that was Last Call at Desert Blossom. I really hope you guys enjoyed it. If you guys do want to play this for yourselves, link to the game will be in the description below. God, I know that this game was dedicated to me, but like at the same time, like having a little flirt off right before killing me off, like come on. Oh god, the dev is after my own heart, I swear to god. But anyway, thank you all so much for watching. Hope you all have a lovely rest of the day, and as always, I'll be seeing you in the next video. This is Lion signing off. Ciao.